Good morning, Ken, and everybody at Journey Johnson County. Clayton Miller here with Digital Lane Media, shooting from the Daily Journal's office on this wonderful morning. Just want to put this quick video together to go through our presentation, to add a little bit to the PowerPoint slide, so you're not just flipping through a couple charts. This allows me to explain a little bit better what's going on. So I'm just going to hop right into it. So what I'd like you guys to do is go ahead and pull your phone out. I know you guys all have it in your pocket, so I'll go ahead and wait. All right, now that you got it out, turn it on and open up to your favorite social media platform, whatever it is, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I know all you guys have your favorite one. Open it up real quick for me. Again, I'll give you a second. Get through it. Alrighty. Now what I'd like you to do is slowly scroll through until you see your first sponsored ad. Shouldn't take too terribly long. Scroll through. Alright, now once you find it, I want you to go ahead and press like on it. That's just to give all of our advertisers out there a little bit of love, show them what they're doing is really working. So the next thing I want you to do, this is just kind of a little example I'm trying to do, is turn on your TV. Anybody have a remote in their hand or a TV in front of them? No? Okay, here's the next thing you can do. Go ahead and turn the radio on for me real quick. Nothing? Nobody's got a radio? Alright, go ahead and pull out your magazine or your favorite newspaper, whatever it might be. Do you have that one either? Alright, so chances are everybody in that room, or everybody that's sitting there watching this, had a phone in their hand. They were able to go to their favorite social media and like that first post. I would also say it's more than likely that you didn't have a TV in front of you, you didn't have a radio that you could easily turn on, and you maybe or maybe didn't have a magazine or newspaper sitting right in front of you. So this is just a little example I wanted to show you guys to kind of illustrate why here at Digital Lane Media we chose to represent you guys this way. So I'm just going to hop right into it. The objective that you guys gave to us in your RFP was to basically design a marketing campaign that puts Johnson County on the map. What I want to do is I want to be on the honey, we should really go visit Johnson County list. We want to be on that list of places that I need to go check out. Okay? So how are we going to do that? Well, here at Digital Lane Media, we came up with a concept that we call in our coining VEO, or Video Engine Optimization. All right? Video Engine Optimization creates a ton of content. Okay? We're talking a ton of videos, a ton of blog posts, a ton of podcasts that allow us to really get out there and tell the world and tell the counties and all the other cities we're going to be reaching out to what we do, why we do it, who's here, what you can do here, what's a lot of fun, the great breweries we can get to, and so forth. So VEO does a great job of creating a lot of content that is great for talking to people, but it also creates a ton of content that will help bolster our SEO presence, okay? It's all about popping up first on Google, and it's all about talking to people and telling them your story. So that's what VEO shoots to do, all right? So how does VEO work? Here's probably the most important part. So what we do with VEO is we come in with our video team and we shoot a topic, we shoot a place, we shoot an idea. We basically shoot for a whole day on one specific topic or one specific interest. And then we're able to go back, dissect that footage, chop it up, and create a ton of small 15 to 20, up to 40 to 45 second videos, okay? Each of these different videos kind of tells the same story, but in a slightly different way, so that we can make sure that if we're talking to the 20-something or the 40-something or the 60-something, they're all going to be able to receive a message that fits them the best. All right. On top of that, we're going to write a blog post. We're going to write a blog post for each of these videos. Okay. So what that's going to allow us to do is not only have that video there, but provide a nice short little description about what that video is, what we want you to get from this video. I know, Ken, you're a super huge fan of the top 10 places, or the top 5 places. we'll do a short little blog on what those top 5 places are, and maybe what the most important piece is, or what your favorite meal is there, or whatever it might be. So we start by creating a ton of video and then using a ton of blog with that. So in your guys' case, what I'd like to do is create 45 videos a month, okay? 45 videos come along with 45 blogs, all right? The other thing we're going to do is half of those videos, the longer ones, are going to have podcasts associated with them. So there's going to be a voiceover on top of our video that we'll then be able to extract, all right? So first step is the creation. Second step is actually all of the posting, okay? So as you guys know, there's a ton of different places to post content right now. And what we're going to do is start with video. So there's YouTube and Vimeo, all right? On both of these spaces, we're going to use your channel, and we're going to upload all 45 of these videos to both of these spaces, okay? Not only are we just going to upload them, but we're going to add that description or blog underneath, and we're also going to hit it with all of the tags that are associated with that interest, or with that interest, the people that we want to see that, all right? So every single video we put in there is going to have an awesome description, awesome tags on it to really bolster its viewership, all right? So we're talking 45 total videos on YouTube, 45 total videos on Vimeo. We're talking 90 total links clicking back to your website. Talk about some awesome SEO, all right? Next step is we're going to add all of our blogs to Blogger, Reddit, Medium, and Tumblr, all right? Again, we're going to create, if you haven't already, these 4 channels on your behalf, and we're going to post each of these blogs along with their associated link to our video on all of these different mediums, okay? So again, we're talking 45 posts to each of these 4 mediums. So you can see where it adds up real quick. 180 links are created and going to be sent back to you to talk more about Johnson County, whatever interest it is that we wrote about, whatever interest it is that those videos are on for that particular month, all right? And then the last thing we're going to do is, like I said before, roughly half of our videos, the longer ones, are going to have voiceovers on them that are describing what's going on in said video, all right? We are going to strip that audio away and place that onto SoundCloud, iTunes Podcast, and Stitcher, all right? Along with that voiceover, we're going to write our description. We're also going to have the tags associated with it, just like in our YouTube and Vimeo section, okay? So think about it, 45 videos, roughly 20 of them are gonna have voiceover along with them. So we're talking 20 total posts to each of these 3 locations for a total of 60 links that you guys can then use to put in emails, to then put in on any of your social medias across several different platforms, all right? So the whole idea is just to create an enormous amount of content, okay? So what I've got here is talking about how we are going to share them on your social media. So we'll take care of posting to Instagram, to Facebook, Instagram and Facebook for certain. You guys do have a pretty good Twitter following, so anything that applies to a Twitter style post, you can't do a video, you can do a link to a video, but some of our content will be for Twitter, some of it may not necessarily be. So we'll go ahead and take care of all of your postings, schedule it out through the month, make sure that it's not hitting every hour. We're going to spread them out and make sure that we hit all of those different interest groups depending on who we're targeting that month. So we're looking at creating roughly 45 videos, 20 podcasts. You're looking at creating 60 to 80 pieces of content each month. And by adding them to all of the different mediums on the YouTubes, the Vimeos, the Stitchers, the bloggers, we're going to create over 500 potential links that we can then add to our social media. So, maybe one of my podcasts I pull from Stitcher on Monday. Monday afternoon, we're going to pull a video from YouTube. Tuesday morning, we're going to pull a blog from Medium. So we're going to be able to have all of these different links created with 100% original content that is just Journey Johnson County. So we're going to have a ton of different information that we can pull from that's going to give us the ability to just post and post and post and really tell people and really get in front of people about what Journey Johnson County is and what Johnson County has to offer. So promotion-wise, up to this point, I've just been talking about content creation. Content creation is key. But now once we create this content, we can do the free stuff on social media and the free stuff on all of those other blogs, but how are we going to actually spend some money to promote this and get out there in front of all of those people? Okay? So number one on the list is our Facebook and Instagram promotion. There's a reason that Facebook and Instagram are just raking in money hand over fist right now, and that's because Facebook is selling stuff. Facebook is the cheapest way to get in front of your perfect demographic. Ken, I know you've knocked down and really looked at and looked into all of the different abilities that Facebook and Instagram have. We want to exploit that to its fullest. Right now the big dogs, the Coca-Colas, the Gatorades, those guys are starting to get into the game, and the price of Facebook is going to go up here within the next couple of years. So we really need to take advantage of this. Okay. And then another thing, as you know, depending on who you're hitting, depending on what kind of interests you have plugged in, depending on your geo, your prices change and the amount of people that you're going to reach changes. Okay, so we wanted to leave this section relatively flexible, depending on what our video content is from the month prior to who we're going to be hitting this month. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is some YouTube pre-roll. We've got all this video, let's use it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get in front of people's videos who are searching for something in our wheelhouse, whether they're searching for breweries, they're searching for family fun, if they're searching for a winery, whatever it is that they're searching for, we're going to make sure that our videos, our specific videos to that interest, pop up when they're checking out their music videos or they're watching a documentary, whatever it might be. We want to be in those commercials. All right. The last thing we're going to do are various display ads. So we're going to do a bunch of retargeting, which I know you've heard before, a bunch of interest retargeting, and then we're also going to do a lot of video display. Again, we've got all these videos, let's use them. Okay, so based off what people are searching for, based off of where they're located, we're going to get in front of them again with that specific video that we shot the month before to really invite them and talk Johnson County up, tell them what it's all about. So here we get into the age demographics. I got a sense from coming to several of the after hours meetings, the first Wednesday each month. I kind of got the sense that this is who we are after, and this is also a good way for us to chunk these different categories and create 3 different conversations. It's really important to talk to somebody who's 25 and single like they're 25 and single. You wouldn't talk to somebody who's 50 years old, married, empty nester, like you would somebody who is just getting married, just popped out that first kid. It's a different conversation that you need to have with them. And for that reason, we wanted to break it down into these 3 categories: 25 to 35 and single, 25 to 45, married with kids, and then you're 45 plus, who's got all the kids out of the house, they've got a little extra income now, and they're just kind of doing their own thing. We're going to talk to these 3 different groups specifically. Okay, this is a really cool slide that shows the breakdown of what social media tells us is available in those 3 categories, and then also in the 3, or not in the 3, I think there's 6 geolocations that I'll show you on the next slide. So there is a potential to hit 539,000 people in those 3 age groups on social media. Okay. Who are looking for outdoor rec. Interests are an outdoor rec. So when we do a video about let's pick the dog park here, just because I'm familiar with it here in Franklin. Pick the dog park over here, or we can pick, we'll talk about one of the parks. If we go and shoot at one of the parks for a day, and we create our 15 videos, now we're going to know we need to send those videos to that outdoor rec group. If we spend a whole day at Taxman, for example, awesome brewery, what we want to do is talk to those 364,000 people that are falling underneath that interest in craft brew and beer and of the sort. So we're going to use these numbers to break down all of our video and know who to shoot it to and how to shoot it to them. And then this is the The geography. This is the direction we want to go. These are the people. These are the big cities that we're trying to hit. Again, I kind of pulled this from what you guys are already doing with Hirons, what I've seen on Wednesday evenings. So what we did was we went after the St. Louis, Louisville, Cincinnati, Columbus, Ohio, Chicago areas. And again, you can see the total number of people available in each of these spots. The other thing we did was we drew a donut around Johnson County. So we don't want to forget about the people who are immediately surrounding us. So what we did is we're doing a giant radius here, and then we are excluding Little Johnson County in the middle. But we want to make sure we talk to the Indies and the Columbuses and all of those neighboring cities, because there's no reason they can't stop over and spend an evening, spend an afternoon, and really help bolster our economy here in Johnson County. So one of the questions you had on there was about staffing. Here at Digital AIM and really at the Daily Journal, we have a full-time machine. You're going to have me as your kind of lead, if you will. I'm going to be the one that you can contact, ask questions. I'm going to be coming to all the shoots. I'm going to be very, 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 very hands-on. If I need to be at meetings, I'm going to be at meetings, do presentations. I'm just going to be your guy, all right? On top of that, if I'm ever out for whatever reason, Ian McGriff, who is our digital sales director, he will be in charge of the account. Again, he's a full-time guy who is my boss and will know everything that I'm doing along the way, so that if I ever am out for a week or a weekend, whatever it might be, Ian is there. He can fill all the spots and make sure everything runs just fine. We also have a web developer in Laura Long, our art director, who runs our entire graphics program down at the Republic in Columbus. We've got an art staff of, I think there's 20 people down there constantly cranking out content, different ads. So getting new content for us, nice and snappy, is a piece of cake. Ruben Rodriguez is our digital ad ops manager. He helps us coordinate with some of our vendors. Also helps on some of our different online purchases. So he's a great guy to talk to. Nicole Bingham is our advertising operations coordinator. She works here in the office full time. If I ever need anything small, like a nice little errand run, if I need a sheet put together, a spreadsheet pulled up, something sent to you, she's always here to take care of that immediately. And then of course we've got our VEO management team and associates. This includes our video producers. Excuse me. This includes our video producers, all the digital guys on the staff, and any other vendors that we may be using to purchase space. So this is our full-time staff. Another question that you asked for was, what is our hourly rate, or what would my hourly rate be? I don't really have one. Because I'm full-time here and my job will be to take care of you. Whenever you need me, I'll be there. There's not going to be an extra charge for me to spend a couple hours with you guys on an afternoon or an evening or travel somewhere to do a presentation. No hourly charge for me. So your wish is my command. Jump how high. I also wanted to show you our portfolio. This, of course, is not a list of everyone that we work with. We're always taking on new clients. Columbus Regional Hospital, for instance, is one of our latest. But these are people that we have reached out to and gotten specific. We've gotten their name, email, phone number, and given that to you. And they've also given us permission to hand this out to people so that you can call them. So the reason I have all of their information on here is because I want you to call them. Okay, none of these people are going to have anything bad to say about us. Everything we've done with them has been fantastic and has worked out incredibly, incredibly well. Call Jeff Dutton. I had a meeting with Jeff Dutton yesterday at JMH. He's an awesome, awesome guy. So, we've worked with 3 big health organizations, and we're constantly adding those on. We've also worked with Jackson County Visitor Center and the Columbus Area Visitor Center. So we really have a good idea on how to bring people in, okay? We've worked with a couple of these guys. Please give them a shout and ask them questions, okay? We really invite you to do so. That's why we've got it. Okay, and the last page is the pricing breakdown, okay? So this is how we're gonna make sure that we create enough content, send it out to the right people. All right. So our content generation is $10,500 per month. Okay. What this is going to do is this is going to create 45 plus videos, 20 plus podcasts, and then a description for every single one of those. Okay. Description and tags for every single one of those. It's also going to get it posted on YouTube, Vimeo, Reddit, Tumblr, iTunes, Stitcher, all of the above. All 9 of those locations. It's going to get them posted to you, packaged up, put into a nice big spreadsheet so that we have several links to pull from. Okay? So this is going to create our content. Okay? It's also going to, part of that fee goes into us actually posting it, scheduling it out on all of your social medias for you. So it's a total hands-off. We're going to create it. We're going to write it all. We're going to make sure it's posted everywhere it needs to be. And there's nothing you guys have to worry about. Okay? So that is our content generation. Video, blog, podcast, and the actual placement. All right? The next part is the promotion. We're going to spend $8,000 a month between social media, YouTube, and our video display ads and retargeting. All right? It's nearly impossible to give you guys a breakdown of how many people we're going to hit, how many impressions it's going to give us, how many clicks we're going to get, because it depends on who we're going after. I keep using this brewery term because I'm a big brewery fan, or brewery example. But if we're going to hit, the 25 to 35 single men and women who live in all of those different areas and send them this video about Taxman, there's X amount of people that we can hit. There's X amount of impressions that are possibly available, okay? On the other end, if we're going to have a big tournament of some sort, let's say we do a soccer tournament at one of the complexes here in town, or here in the county, we're going to hit maybe families with kids. We may also hit that 25 to 35, in which case our number becomes much, much larger. And as you know, on Facebook, depending on who you're hitting, there's a different price to reach that person. So I could sit here and make up numbers and tell you how many impressions and clicks that we're going to get, but I really feel like I'd be doing you a disservice. So it depends on what our video is and who we're targeting to really decide how much money we need to spend in social media versus our YouTube pre-roll versus our retargeting. All right. So I hope you understand that. Unfortunately, I can't give you a better answer. I really wish I could. The other thing that we've decided to do is we are going to throw in for totally free, this doesn't cost anything to you guys, 1 quarter-page ad in the Daily Journal per month. So if there's something cool going on in town that we really want to promote and talk about, we're just going to throw that in there as kind of an added value, a little bonus you get for working with somebody so closely related to the DJ. I didn't think about it until right now, but I imagine we can probably get that in the Republic and in the Daily Reporter up north in Greenfield as well. So don't hold me to that one. I might get in trouble for saying that, but I think it could work out. Then the last piece is our Flex Fund. We've allotted $2,500 a month for promotional items. I know in the RFP it said you wanted to have some handouts to take when you're doing the boothing. So you've got $2,500 allotted for promo pieces, for helping in the community. Let's say, Strawberries on the Square is going on. All of a sudden, it's supposed to rain and they can't afford a giant tent. Well, we want that to go on. That's something that really brings people to the county. So we've got a little extra money. Maybe we buy a tent for them. Or maybe they don't have enough food. Maybe there's a party downtown tonight, or like a fish fry going on right now. For whatever reason, maybe they need a little extra funding. We can help do so. The other thing it could be used for is if there is another medium that you would like to use, this throws in a little bit of flex so that we can do a piece in a magazine, or we can run something in a newspaper, or we can do a little bit of radio, whatever it is that you might be looking at. This kind of gives you a little wiggle room to do with what you please. All right. So this breakdown comes up to just about that $250 that the RFP called for. So we wanted to make sure that we used it to its fullest extent. Okay. So that's pretty much the end of what I've got for you guys. Please watch this video as you're flipping through so you can really follow along and see what we're doing. This video isn't going to be cut and edited, so you're just going to have to take my flaws with you. So I'm really excited about this project. I'm really excited about Johnson County. I spend more of my more of my life here than I do down in Columbus and Bartholomew County where I live. So I've really got to know and love it and meet a lot of the people. Really excited to build this project and work with you guys. So please shoot me emails, give me a call. We'd love to come in, talk more about what we can do, and really celebrate the county. So you guys have a great and wonderful day, and we'll hear from you later. Bye.